it's Mark and Cindy on the radio, 10 to 11 a.m. Well, it's Mark and Cindy, they've got a morning show. Every day I listen in. We're going to talk about what's going on.
Good morning, Montgomery County and Willis and Conroe and Dobbin and so many places, and especially the UK. And everybody's going like, what? UK, does that stand for something in Texas? No, it's UT, Cindy. No, it's UK, the United Kingdom. We have listeners in the United Kingdom this morning because of our guest, not because of me and not because of Mark. But they are listening in, and so we give a big shout out from Texas, howdy, to you. And we'll be talking to you pretty soon when we're talking to we have two guests. Two Lesas, one with an I and one with an E. So we're going to be talking about the Montgomery County Pet Parade that's going to happen. You can't do that. I'm glad I've got this on this microphone. Pet Parade that's going to happen next week. It's so soon. It's just right there. And Mark and I are going to be involved in that. And so we'll be talking that in our second segment. And we wanted to say the reason you're only hearing my voice and I'm not being interrupted is because Mark is ill this morning. And Mark, I'm so sorry that you're feeling bad. You've got to get better and be here. But I know you need to rest because this is his final performance this weekend for Inherit the Wind. And he is amazing in it, Lisa. You wouldn't believe how good. I mean, you see him here, you know how good he is here, but on stage with a script, controlled, he is even better. He is so good. He's amazing.
You can control him?
Yes. Don Hampton may be the only one. He's the director of it, but Mark is he's amazing. You go like, that's the Mark I know. He's so good on stage. So if you guys have not seen Inherit the Wind, it is his last weekend. Get tickets and make sure you're there, and please get Mark's autograph and make him feel better at the end of the show. Now we do have someone here that's going, which is Richard is going, and he's taking Lauren. Lauren. Seems to be just the perfect one for him, and he is even going to take her on can I tell this? It's not a surprise.
No, you can't. It's a surprise.
The picnic's a surprise?
Not anymore.
Okay. Well,
I'm just kidding.
And he is an amazing chef as well. I mean, you think he just sits back here and does levers and stuff? No. Richard is an amazing chef, and he's taking his friend. I want to get this right because the last time we did this with Jared Starrett and his lady. Look at Jared.
He's already in trouble. He's in trouble.
That you have to make sure you say, this is the one and only for me. I think that's what how you need to say it, Richard. So anyway, we're excited about this weekend, and we can't wait till Monday to get to hear all the details. We'll report them right here on the Mark and Cindy Show.
Oh, perfect.
Aren't you sad that Mark's not here today to try?
I'm going to listen just for that.
See, it's a cliffhanger. But anyway, I'm here, and late yesterday, I had to go get a root canal, and you would think, you get a root canal, you need to be like out for the next day and all, but not with my dentist. My dentist is Dr. Mark O'Neill, and this is not a plug or commercial for him, but I got to tell people, you got to shout it to the rooftops. I didn't even have to take Advil after this happened, and when all the deadening, I was racing home because the deadening was starting to go, and I thought, oh no, it's going to hurt, but it was nothing. And I had no Advil, nothing. So my doctor, Mark O'Neill, is amazing. And he is like no pain O'Neill, because we go in there and he's so sensitive, and he always asks you, now, if anything's hurting, be sure and let me know. I don't want to hurt you. And the shots don't hurt. You know, and everybody's always afraid of the shots. They get knocked out nowadays, and you have laughing gas or something to put you out to have that happen. And it's never a scary experience going to the dentist. He is amazing. So I just had to say that it gets me no reduction in the price that he's charging, but it's something I had to tell because it's the truth. Now, I said on our Facebook post that we were going to talk about and join in on the Throwback Thursday fad that happens on Facebook. Now, everybody's posting these pictures of them when they were younger, you know, thinner and better looking and all that. So it's not a bad deal to do. But we were going to have to do throwback stories because we can't do pictures here. It's difficult to do pictures on radio, except for our YouTube. When you watch us on YouTube, we could actually show some pictures. So we'll have to maybe bring in some pictures next Thursday. But this Thursday, we're going to talk about some stories. And Mark's not here, so I'm going to tell my throwback story. And I teased it on the Facebook by talking about how one day in 1974, when I was working for Channel 13, I interpreted the news every morning for the deaf on the Good Morning Houston show. And I did that for like 10 years, almost 10 years. I did that show, interpreting the news. It's about a 5-minute newscast that they had, and it was done for the hearing impaired. So anyway, one morning, my husband said, "I'm going to San Antonio. Do you want to come with me, and we can stay the weekend?" And I went, "Oh yeah, but I got to do the show." And he says, "Well, see if you can call and get someone to do it." So I had called and left a message for someone to try and make it. But I was leaving, and I told my neighbor, I said, "Could you call Channel 13, tell them I won't be there, and that I'm trying to send someone in." So we got in the car and we left. Well, they kept calling me at Channel 13 because no one called them. No one talked to them. And so they kept calling my house. And the girl that was the receptionist for the news department kept saying, "Something's wrong with Cindy. She's never, ever not been here." Not like today, how I am today. But
I don't believe that at
no,
all.
No. This was when I was younger. And so I was there. And it was Channel 13. But anyway, so I was there every morning. And this was very unusual. So she kept calling, no answer. So she asked one of the news guys and told him, said, "Can you drive me out to her house? I think something's wrong because she should have been here." And a week before, we had news stories about people breaking into the homes right in that area, and there had been a couple of women raped, and so there were things that made her scared about it because of what was going on. So they drove out there, and the door was open. I was the last one to come get in the car, and I didn't shut the door right, so it opened back up. So there's no cars there, and the door's open. My car's there, but the door's open, and she goes, "I can't go in there. You got to go in there." He said, "I'm not going in there. I don't know who's in there, what's going on, and I don't want to see anything." So they called the police. So the police come, and the police go in, and they come out, and they said, "We can't find anybody, but it looks like there's been a struggle in there." Anybody that knows me is on the floor laughing because I'm not probably the best person that keeps house the best and the cleanest, but I never expect somebody to come into the house.
I see what's under your chair every time you leave, and I'm like, how does she do this? Like, she didn't even bring anything in here. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. No, if you see my car or my closet, which I feel like are my domain, if I want to throw things I'm going to throw things on the floor. It's just my husband said, "Do you remember what the carpet looks like in your closet?" I said, "No." But anyway, it was. That's what they said. They thought there was a struggle. And so she gets really upset, and they think I'm gone. Someone's taken me. So they're trying to get a hold of Sam. They're trying to get a hold of somebody. They don't have the numbers. The neighbor sees the police and Channel 13 come out there, and she doesn't go out there. She scares her. She thinks something's happened to me. And so anyway, I called just to make sure everything was okay. And when they answered the phone, the girl went ballistic on me. "You mean you're okay? There's nothing wrong with you? You went to San Antonio, we didn't know about it?" And just went crazy. Well, she told me, she said, "We felt sure something had happened to you. We were going to jump on the story." So they started writing the story of my demise, and they were talking about how I came to Channel 13, all my background and stuff, and let me know that they were going to that was going to be the lead story. And if you want to come in Monday and read your obit, you can do that. And so I felt so bad when I came in there. They were upset with me, but they were like glad nothing happened. But it was going to be such a great story, they thought. And so that was my wake up call to either one, make sure I lock the door or clean the house. It was easier to lock the door, or to clean up, because you never know when people are going to break into your house and wonder what happened to you. So anyway, that's my throwback story for Thursday. And if our guests have some throwback stories, we will talk about those. But with us today is the two Lesas, Lisa with an E and Lisa with an I, and I'll get their last names before we come back to this next break. And one of the Lesas is actually part of this family in a way, because she is the girlfriend the only one that Jared Starrett would ever go out with. And he's the one that does our opening song. So anyway, okay, we will be right back after this. You're listening to the Mark and Cindy Show, and it's right from here in Conroe, Texas. See you in a minute.
I just don't know how.
Hello, this is Dennis Nelson, inviting you to come with me through the doorway of imagination and into the theater of the mind. The Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour presents a play every Saturday night at 7 p.m. on Lone Star Internet Radio. Be it drama or comedy, thriller or love story, every exciting episode is carefully chosen straight from the golden age of radio and performed live by talented actors, musicians, and sound effects crew. Every sound you hear will be 100% live and homemade. Anything can happen. So join us, please, every Saturday night at 7 p.m. for the Players Theater Company Old Time Radio Hour, right here on Lone Star Internet Radio.
Did you know there are over 800 abused children in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Susan, a volunteer with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. April is Child Abuse Awareness and Prevention Month. Casa Child Advocates trains and supports volunteers to be the voice of children who have been removed from their home because of abuse or neglect. We need volunteers just like you to speak up for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com or call 936-441-5437.
Would always be. All my friends call me a fool. They say, let the one.
Oh, we're back. We're back on the Mark and Cindy Show, but it's only Cindy because Mark is sick. Poor Mark is sick. So all our prayer warriors out there, pray for Mark, and he's got this last performance with the Inherit the Wind coming up this weekend. And if you haven't gone to see it, go, because Mark doesn't have an understudy, so he has to be there. He just has to be there, or I've got to go in and do it for him, and it's going to be difficult. No, Mark, you get better, and we are praying for you. We have two special guests. Two Lisas. Lisa with an E is Lisa West, and she's the one that is has connections with Jared Starrett. And then we have Lisa with the I, Lisa Hightower. That's a good name to have in Texas, right?
That's
Hightower.
right.
I like that name. Strong name. But these two Lisas are now promoting the pet parade for Montgomery County Fair Association. And a lot of times, when you go to the rodeo and you see the rodeo and you see all those kids with their, with the heifers and the big cows, the bulls and all the stuff that the kids get to deal with, and they ride the little, what are they riding? They're riding calves, the calf scramble, when they do the calf scramble at the rodeo.
Are you talking about the mutton
busting?
where they ride the lambs?
Well, these are bigger kids. They're little calves, and they try and rope them. They not ride them, but they rope them. They throw them down and then put the rope on them and tie them up. Right, strange different things that we do. But they're little kids and they're little calves.
The calf scramble.
Yeah, calf scramble. I thought that was what it was. And then whoever ropes them, they get to keep that, and then they raise that up, come back,
They
and
got to
one.
drag it back to the circle.
Yeah, that's right. And then they win a bunch of money. I remember that from when I saw the rodeo.
Actually, they use that money to purchase a animal to show at next year's fair.
Oh, they don't get to keep that one?
Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Well, they want to take their money and pick the best one. Or the
Oh, I got you. Well, good. That makes it even better. That's wonderful. Well, I sat there and thought, man, I wish I could be involved in that. And a lot of kids, I'm sure, wish they could. But now, it is possible. It's been possible with the Montgomery County Fair Association that kids 8 and under are all welcome to show their animals. And this means any kind of animal. Is that correct?
Any kind of animal. If you have a pet at the house, dog, cat, fish.
Even fish.
chicken,
chicken,
horse,
frog,
lizard.
frog, lizard. Yeah.
Well, you guys just, it's all inclusive. Anybody.
We've had parrots, fish, chickens on a leash.
That's- Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Richard was saying, can he bring his the sea monkeys
Yeah.
that
would
he's been
work.
raising? And if you
I
can,
just have a lot of sea monkeys and I want to show them off.
you know,
You know,
it's
I've been grooming them for.
I can see all those comic books with the back cut out of the thing that
Exactly.
said, mail this in and we'll send you some sea monkeys.
We're worried about Richard. He has a
We've got
75 gallon tank of sea monkeys.
Yes, we're going to have Sherry Long on again, and we're going to talk to Richard about his fetish with sea monkeys. Okay, so anyway, so this is going to happen, and it's really fast, Tuesday, April 8th at 6 p.m. at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. Now, for people in the UK that probably won't be able to make it, Lisa, are you going to send pictures, or are they able to go on a website and see who
Facebook.
wins? Facebook. Okay, so they'll be kept up to date in UK since they
Yes.
can't make it
And
here.
Just, hi, Ian.
Ian, we're so glad that you're listening. Just so glad your name's Ian and you're in the UK. That all just makes sense, right?
Perfect
It's just,
sense.
oh, yeah. And she has said nothing but good things about you, Ian. And, it's an honor to have you listening to us. And all your group there. It's a big group that's listening today.
Yes,
okay, all right. I just wanted to, and the company's name is?
Petmate Limited, but in the U.S. we go by Animate. We do catmate, fishmate, and dogmate products.
Are you saying mate or meat?
Mate, M-A-T-E.
Wait, you're doing fish mate
Yes.
products?
It's,
What does that mean?
It's koi pond pumps and
I think
filters.
she's thinking mating.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where my mind is. I'm
Her
sorry.
mind's always been on mating for the past week and a half.
Dog and cat doors, feeders,
Okay, and feeders and that kind of thing. Okay, so, but I just had never. Okay, I got it now, Ian. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to despair in any way. What your products are and all. And where's the website people can go to?
pet-mate.com.
Pet Mate.
Got to put the hyphen. If you don't put the hyphen,
It could be a whole different
different
ball game. Okay, Pet
I'm there right now.
.com. Okay.
Pet-mate.com.
Okay, all right, and they can find out about the products and also, anyway, okay, that's a pretty good plug, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
you should get a raise
you
for
all
that.
very much.
Okay, I don't know what they'll do for you. Okay, but thanks for letting her. Also, she can come talk to us today about this.
Well,
now,
this is nuts. You would
What?
love. You gotta check out this website.
okay, all right, let me get that. Okay, wow. Okay, he's the only one in the room that has the computer in front of him, and I can't check it out yet. Okay, I'll check it out afterwards. Look at the look on his face.
we
What
have
do
to
you
get
see?
him
I just never seen this kind of stuff before. I was checking it out.
We have to get you on Skype. That way, when you're looking at stuff, people can be sending you messages, instant messages.
Yeah, you got to do that. Would
Well, Lone Star has a Skype. Just look up our Lone Star.
Are you signed in? Where
Yeah,
they
right
can-
now I'm signed in.
Ian, look him up. Skype him.
Skype him, Ian. That would be great. Somebody needs to Skype this boy. I mean, at least once a day. But anyway, so we were talking about the pet parade, and it's going to start at 6:00 on April 8th. And Mark is going to be the MC, and I'm going to be one of the judges. And it doesn't matter if you are allergic to animal dander. You can still go and be a judge. See, we've come a
right.
long way in this country. Okay, so I can
We have
be
a
a
bubble
judge.
suit for you.
Thank you. That's what I'm going to need. That's what I'm going to need. No, I grew up with dogs. I had my dad. We had Doberman Pinschers. We had all kinds of mutts and all kinds of dogs growing up. I couldn't breathe, but no one ever associated it with the dogs and my inability to breathe. And I would have hated to have them choose, because I don't know where I'd be today if they had to choose. But dogs, I love dogs. I love them, but I found out as I got older what my problem was being allergic to dogs. So at least I can go and I can point and I can say, that's the one.
Well, we're
Oh,
going to have
it's
you,
all different animals, though.
and you're going to have a score sheet. It'll be
Okay.
totally anonymous, so you don't hurt anyone's feelings.
Okay.
And you grade on appearance, how well the child can control their animal.
Manners.
Yeah.
You can't yell at them?
No,
Why not?
because then their mama will come and beat you up.
Okay.
Always consider that. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Someone else brings some sea monkeys. I'm gonna have to talk some trash.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my
bubbles, weren't they?
I forgot my magnifying glass. They're right there. You can't see them. They're right there. I was like, so the criteria is what for judging?
for judging
Yes, I have to make sure they have good manners,
appearance,
not of the
the
person.
ability to.
Is it the person?
Well, a lot of
taking?
times the child will dress up with
In
and dress
costume.
their pet up.
Oh,
so
okay.
that they coincide.
Okay.
And then also how well the child controls the animal. You know, if you see one go flying off the stage, that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. Okay, so these 8-year-olds have
We
to make
hope
sure
the
they
child
control.
isn't attached at
yes,
the time.
yes.
Oh, okay, and so both need to be controlled in their way that they're acting, right? The 8-year-old and the animal as well.
Yes.
So
And
we're
these
judging
are
both of those.
Up to 8. I mean, we have had little ones pulled across the stage by their dog in a cart. So
Oh, so it doesn't. The dog could show off the kid, or the kid could show off the
Exactly
dog.
right.
We like this. This is a good. I can't wait to judge this. This is going to be fun.
We have 3 categories. It's large dog, small dog, and miscellaneous.
Now you talked about the parents. Do you have a curtain where they can't see who the judges are?
you're not that protected.
Oh, great! Oh, that's wonderful. Okay,
But you can always blame it on Al or Jared.
That's
and,
right.
And we're trying to get Dick to come out and judge too.
I kind of want to do it,
Richard. Oh, please.
but I'm very critical. And they're 8 and
And
younger,
they're 8-year-old,
right?
yeah.
So I mean, I only accept perfection.
Well, it'll be anonymous, and if there's 4 of you, there's less chance that they'll know it's you, unless it's sea monkeys, and then they're going to know it's you.
They're
if you
going to
grade
know.
them down.
They will know it's you.
They'll know if it's like a 0 or a 10 or whatever the scale is. I don't go in between. I'm like, you're either a winner or you're a loser.
Well, actually,
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm just so excited somebody's going to win or lose because every other game or anything I participate in, they don't even keep score.
everybody
now.
gets a ribbon.
Oh,
But
everybody
not,
gets a ribbon.
But not
Here we
everybody
go.
gets
Here
a
we
trophy.
go.
We do have places, grand
Yeah, they're 8
through
years old.
10th.
That's right.
But we do have a trophy.
Where are they going to learn these lessons?
for the
live?
grand? For the grand, and
and
Lisa,
everybody will walk off with prizes.
yes,
And happy.
Yes.
And they'll keep
But-
their pets.
but
Okay.
you might have a trophy or you might have a pink ribbon. You know, we go.
The whole
all the way
purpose
down.
of the pet parade is to get the children ready for the livestock portion of the Montgomery County Fair. So it
That's
gets
the serious one.
But now,
That's
Lisa,
right.
how
That's
are you
right.
getting them
Money-wise.
ready for that?
Money.
Money-wise.
How are you getting them ready for that if everybody wins in the thing? You got to teach them to
No,
learn to
they're
lose.
still placing.
Oh,
They're
okay.
still-
Oh, you still.
Yeah, you
that's
still
right.
Get the
That's
trophy
right.
That's
through-
right. You still
I
have
wish
to-
12th
I wish
place.
everybody could be first, but
That's what you say first.
Life is not
that way.
geared that way.
But that's the line you use right before you say who lost. I wish everybody could win. I think everybody's a winner here. I would have voted for all of you to win first place, but these ladies would not let me. So I have to choose. You. Okay, I've got my lines down.
And we let Mark handle the announcing of the.
She's afraid I'm gonna go. I was kidding,
does it
Lisa.
really get
I was
Just
kidding.
saying,
Lisa.
I want to know.
protected.
Is this real serious sometimes? Like, are the parents really that involved? Okay, good, because I would love to yell at parents. I'm like, sit your butt down.
Richard,
Sign him up. He's on the committee next year.
Oh my
Next
gosh.
year, get better. There's always next year. Show up. See your sea monkeys suck.
and I'm sure you have a lot of stage mothers. Is it kind of like a pageant? Okay, smile for the judge. Look at the
sure.
judges,
We do
smile.
have that, yes.
Oh, I love it. I love that's going to be so fun. You got to judge, Richard, and I am sure tenderhearted Jared would vote for everybody. Jared is sitting outside on our bench right in front of the radio station, and some people just walked by and went, "Are they talking about you?" Yes, we are. We're talking about you, and he's waving at us now. You know, people don't realize that they can come by and see all the behind the scenes by just looking through this huge plate glass window that's kind of covered up by our huge banner, and see what's going on. So sometimes people, when they realize what is going on, they walk quickly by. But this gentleman out there in the orange shirt, I'm sure, yes, you, sir. I'm talking about you, sir. Hello, and and he's
There he
going,
goes.
okay, this is the last time I'm going to walk on this side of the street. I'm going on the other side. No, but anyway, we have so much fun watching people walk up and down and seeing their reactions, but knowing that there's a star sitting out there on the bench is good for our image for sure. But anyway, okay, so now the craziest thing that happened at these fairs, or what is it during the parade, after the parade, or what do you think some of the weirdest things that go on at this parade that would cause people to want to be there?
The horse walking across the stage was really good.
Somebody brought a horse across the stage?
Yes.
Okay, I like that one.
Dressed as a cheerleader, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cheerleader,
that's
only
right,
in
it
Texas.
Yeah.
Only in Texas. That's awesome.
And the chicken.
The chicken on a leash.
Yes.
A chicken on a leash.
Lisa trained that chicken.
Lisa,
Sure did.
you are amazing. Now, Lisa, what company are you with?
I'm with CC Plus.
CC Plus. Cindy Cochran Plus. Okay, CC Plus. What do you guys do?
Trucks, guns, and ammo.
Trucks, guns, and ammo.
It is
that
a
your motto?
big boys toy store.
And I'm telling you, a big boy's toy store. Just look at Jared.
He's
Jared's
like,
out there
yes,
going,
it is.
He wasn't talking about these kind of guns, Jared. Sit down. Okay, so anyway, I love that. I want to go get my license. Do y'all do license? Do you do any kind of training or
You'll
do
have to
license
talk to
stuff?
the guys in the gun department. I'm sure they can hook you up with
Okay,
that.
all
They
right.
do have little pink pistols too that are so cute.
See, that's what I. If I was coming down,
I don't have a pink
somebody
pistol.
broke in my
That's
house,
more
and I
of
go
Lisa with an E.
with my pink pistol pointed at the guy, going, "Get out of here!" I don't know if they take me
I
seriously
don't
or
know.
not. I'm
I
afraid.
wouldn't be able to.
I'm afraid of that.
If I was there, I'd be like, this place is a mess. Like, you don't even hold a gun against me.
No, when people come to my house, they think, "Oh, somebody's already been here before us." Okay,
It's already been robbed. I'm leaving.
And the thieves leave. They go like, "There's nothing left." But I do. My daughter's getting ready to get her license to shoot, and it's so cool. She puts it on her Facebook, and people are going, "I can't believe that you'd have a gun in your house," and and do all that stuff. And she says, "I can't believe you don't, because, and call me if somebody comes over, and I'll come over and help you out there." But I think that's great. So I'm glad we got a plug for CC Plus. And where are they located?
They are 4205 West Davis, which is over by the new HEB and Suds Car Wash.
I love that HEB. I
Isn't
love
that
it.
awesome?
It is so great. I am so old because I get so excited about new grocery stores. It's just weird. But anyway, so
I wanted to let you know, and this is another plug, the MCEA is having a concealed handgun class for women.
for women.
For women, Saturday, April 12th. It's a $100 donation. And that includes the classroom instruction, shooting practice, and a written exam.
That's a great deal.
That's great.
So-
That is
I
a
just
good
wanted
deal.
to throw it out there.
That is a good
you
deal.
ladies are talking about it. It's
Get your gun at CC Plus, then go take your class.
Yeah, that's right.
exactly.
Why are they segregating the women from the men
Well,
on that?
this
do you
is
think?
something that Margie Taylor just wanted to do for fun, and she
Okay.
and this is just something she wanted to involve women with.
Okay.
And it's a nice little fundraiser idea, and she wanted more women to get involved with the
Yes.
Montgomery County
Well,
Emergency Assistance.
Women shoot better than men.
I believe it.
And
I
if
believe
you're
it
in a
too.
class with them and you outshoot them, it will hurt their feelings.
I love it. I love it. Give me a high five for that. That is just the perfect reason why that is happening that way. That's a great reason. Okay, we're going to be going to break, and when we get back, we're going to delve into the more personal side of the two Lisas with us, because they have a history with this pet parade. They have a history with each other. They have such a history with Conroe, and we're going to talk about that when we get back. So don't go away. And Mark, get better. You're listening to the Mark and Cindy Show, and we'll be right back after this.
The Conroe Art League is a nonprofit entity promoting the visual arts in Montgomery County. They've evolved over the last 49 years into one of the premier artist groups in the greater Houston area. The Conroe Art League is now permanently housed in the 100-year-old recently remodeled Madeley building in historic downtown Conroe. Exhibits of local artists, sculptors, and painters are changed periodically in the downstairs gallery, with admission free to the public. Art classes and demonstrations in a variety of media are provided in the upstairs studios. The mission of the Conroe Art League is to encourage artistic development and cultivate an appreciation of the visual arts through education, exhibitions, and community outreach. For more information, call area code 936-756-9572 or visit their website at www.conroeartleague.com.
Do you ever wonder what's going on in the business community? Are you looking for ways to get plugged in? Cassandra Roshan here, Director of Membership Development with the Greater Conroe, Lake Conroe Area Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to invite you to tune in to Chamber Chat. Tune in the first Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. so you will be in the know for all Chamber happenings for the month. Each month, the Chamber offers 2 free lunch and learn sessions, a networking breakfast, business after hours, membership luncheon, as well as many other special events throughout the year. I will give you a rundown of all programs and events for the month, as well as interview our speakers and hosts of these events. So grab a cup of coffee and tune in to Chamber Chat the first Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. Chat with you then.
Is that song for us because it's Hey Girl, because it's just all of girls today?
I just like listening to that song.
Okay, all
So
right.
that's why I chose it.
Well, we're having a girl fab today because Mr. Mark called in sick, and he is really, he kept sending emails saying, okay, I'm better now. All right, I'll be there. Okay. And then I read them backwards, so I was reading them so that the first one he sent was like the last one he really sent. And it was, anyway, I got them mixed up, and it sounded like he was going to be here. And I was saying, oh, please don't be here. If you don't feel good, just stay home because you got that last performance going. And then I figured out, wait, I've read this all wrong. He's not going to be there. I'm going to have to be there early today. So I was here early. I was so proud of myself, and listeners will understand that because I usually screech in like, run in and put my headset on and say, hey, it's so glad to be here. But anyway, we've got the 2 Lisas from the Montgomery County Fair Association talking about the pet parade. And I think we've talked that to death. They're going to bring any animal you want, and you're going to be able to walk that animal, but you got to be 8 years and younger.
Correct.
And you're going to be able to walk that animal across the stage, or the animal can walk you across the stage. They don't care. And that dress up like the animals that they're...
Matching costumes.
Matching costumes is a great thing. Okay. And cuteness, they've got a show on called Too Cute. I'm sure you've seen that. If you love animals, you've seen that show. And it is amazing. So this is going to be even better than that because it's going to be live. So you get to see all these animals, and you've got to be a part of this. And we'll remind you at the end of the show, but we've got to get to this personal stuff. It's so exciting to me that, number one, did you know that back when Jared Starrett came on our show and was talking to us about, I'd ask him about some of his background, and, here he is, this famous, really good-looking, cowboy singer, country western singer, and so I wanted to know about his personal life. Is there anyone that you're going with or anything? He says, well, I do have a lady friend, and so I knew the minute he said lady friend, there was going to be trouble. Lady friend, where did you get that from? And what was that going to mean? And so after we went off the air, he knew too. He went, I don't think I said that right. I don't think I was meant to say it that way. I don't know if she's going to take that right. But as we got to know him, and we had Lisa called in, and we talked to Lisa one morning on the show. I think your friend called in and handed the phone to you, and said what was going on, and everything was fine, and they were, it didn't break them up or anything like that. But we were worried for a minute that we had hurt your association with Jared. But
actually, you said, "Are you married?" And he went, "No."
Oh, that's what did it.
Yeah,
that wasn't my fault. That was your fault, Jared, and you made me feel guilty. I guess guilt is a horrible thing to waste. But
no, I'm single, and then I was like, "Really?" He's not married, but he is taken.
Yeah, that's right. He did say, "Yeah, that's right," and he paused, that pregnant pause, and then said, well, I do have a lady friend. But it was great. We had so much fun with that, and
we have witnesses now, Jared.
Yeah,
be careful, man. He's leaving.
That's why he stayed outside on the bench. He knew this was combat, and but Jared, you've got to know that Richard has found the one. This girl named Lauren, and so we've been giving him a really hard time about it. Yeah, and so
I've only known her for like 2 months.
Bring her to the pet parade.
Do you know I met Sam, and in 1 month we were engaged, and the next month we got married. So don't give me that.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
just like when it's right. So anyway, so we had so much fun with Lesa, and she was such a good sport, and she even came back on the show today. Thank you, Lesa, for being there. And you're like the manager slash roadie slash
whatever,
the smartest woman in the world. If your guy is going to go, be the star and as good looking as Jared is, that you're going to be there, and you want to be there just not to watch the show. You're going to be there to watch everything that's going on, and you do, and you're so smart. You're brilliant. That's the way to keep that relationship on track, right? Don't
There
you
you
think?
go.
Don't you think? Now, Lesa with an I, you guys have known each other. You and Lesa West have known each other for how long?
since high school.
Freshman.
Freshman high school. 1992,
Yeah,
something like that.
93,
Yeah, something like
yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and
I'm not saying exactly how far back that was, but it's been a while.
now you both from Conroe? You both of you from Conroe?
Yes.
Like all your life, you've
Yes.
lived here, and no accent. That's great. I'm lying. There is a touch of accent. I know that where you're from.
You're being facetious.
Yes, I am facetious.
She
That's
does,
the word.
She does that.
That's the word.
She's awful.
No, I love the Texan. I was born and raised a Texan, so I love it. But you guys were at the pet fair. And what year were you at the pet fair? This thing has been going on for a while, right?
Well, we weren't at the pet parade. We showed lambs.
Lambs.
You showed lambs at
All
the.
through high school.
Yes.
Okay.
One year, she had the largest lamb at the fair, Lesa Hightower, and I had the smallest lamb at the fair. They were different breeds, so mine wasn't just a runt, but it was unique.
And were you in the FFA?
Yes.
Okay, see? When I went to Milby High School on the East End of Houston, and the FFA, and there was the surfers, there was the dropouts, the kids that were trying to be...
The kickers in the head.
Yeah, we were the kickers.
You were and that was, and I liked everybody. I was trying to be friends with everybody, but the FFA people... and what they talked about, I'd sit there on the table and eating lunch, and what they would talk about, I couldn't eat lunch. They would talk about the things they were doing with the animals, and I mean that in a good way. But what they were doing, and it was just like, then you have to clean up all that stuff. And they went, yeah, that's part of it. It's no big deal. It's fine. And we think it's pretty funny to do what we have to do. So I'd sit there in awe, going like, how can you do that? And then these animals that have to go to be killed, and then we're going to eat these animals, and then they love talking about it. So I was a whole different group of people, and their mindset and stuff. But
Well,
I
we
liked
do
them. I
have
admired.
Non-livestock events.
That's right.
What is that?
Baking, sewing, crafting, floral arrangements.
Machinery. Yeah, have a
Yes.
machinery.
Okay,
Right.
that may be as foreign to me as the other, the baking and the crafting. So I took sewing in high school, and after sewing up the sleeve twice, this lady came to me and teacher said, Cindy, your talent may be somewhere else. But
Y'all have jam, right? Is there there's a jar competition?
a what?
Well, that would be in the
Cook off.
No,
No.
in the cooking, there's you have sweets,
Yeah.
pies, jellies, jams.
Can I judge that too?
Now
hey, we
he
could
would
probably
be
hook you up.
great. He would be great for Richard. That's perfect for you.
There's even events for
perfect.
65 and over.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah,
are-
there's a senior
No.
day.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I can be there.
those people bring in their items. That would be the day to judge the
I
the
wasn't
jam.
would I
insinuating anything there.
That's great. Oh,
Oh,
man.
I didn't even think about that. What do you mean 65 and over looking at me?
They have wood carving, all kind of great events on Senior Day, and they have a king and queen at the fair on Senior Day, and
Do
then we
they-
have Kids Day where we try to teach them about everything, and
Now-
that's Pet Parade is on Kids Day.
Where can they go to find out all the different things that are going on?
MCFA.org.
mcfa.org. And that will give them like where they're going to go, what's
What's
going
happening
on.
each and every day of the fair.
Does it start on Tuesday or
The
does it start on
rodeo
Monday?
actually starts this Friday.
Oh, the rodeo. Okay. There's my. I just have my schedule.
The
Okay.
animals
Can
actually
you read
start
that?
checking in on Saturday, correct, Lisa? Animals start checking
Yes.
in on Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday
Okay.
morning, I think like at 7.
Anybody that's near here or visitors, people that have just arrived into this area and they're trying to get soaked in the Texas culture, this would be a great place to go, right? And really understand what we're all about.
Okay, I have a story about that.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I have a friend and she might be listening, so Jill Flowers. She is served on committee with us. She is from Wisconsin, or Illinois, that area. She came out the first year to help us, and she's like, oh my gosh, those are the biggest chickens I ever seen. And it's like at 7 a.m. And I'm thinking, no, chickens don't check in till 12. And I'm like, the chickens aren't here yet. No, I just seen the biggest chickens I've ever seen. So we go back, and I'm like, show me these chickens. It was turkeys.
Oh dear, even I know that.
Well, they're all white. Now, see, and that's what confused her.
Albino
she said, no,
turkeys look
turkeys
like
are supposed to be brown. But the show turkeys are actually white.
That's so funny. I think that may be like the story of, like, that's your good throwback story of things that happen.
I don't let her live that down.
No, you can't. So. Even I knew that. Okay. And what's bad is growing up in Texas and stuff, and like I never had boots or a hat or anything until I was in like 9th grade. I was going to go to the rodeo, and I wanted to really dress up like we dress up and wear all that. And the boots, I can't wear boots. They're not comfortable. And each one of you guys, you both have boots on. I can't. Where do you find boots that are comfortable? Everybody says I'll never wear anything else.
You really just got to keep trying.
Really,
and you have to
they
wear
are
them.
very comfortable.
You have to wear them a long time. You have to. Is that what?
I think they were born on my feet.
Yeah.
You think they were born in your feet?
Yes,
Okay.
I've worn them all my life.
That's exactly what I hear people say. They say that, like once you find a good pair of boots, there is nothing like it. So I may have to try that, because
we'll take you boot shopping.
Boot shopping. Let's go boot shopping. I can do that. I can understand that totally. Is there anything about the pet parade that people should know before they get there, or bring with them, or don't bring?
Registration's going to start at 5. Then you can come check in, get, sign the forms and everything, get your number, and then you can go around and see exhibits or whatever, but be back at 6.
Okay.
Jared Starrett's going to sing the national anthem.
Is he really? Don't have anybody to sign it with him? Everybody
you
keeps
can
walking.
sign it with him. That would be awesome.
I can sign it with. She's going like, sign it with him. Sign it with him. They're out there. Jared, is there anything wrong with my car? Yes. Uh-oh.
There is something wrong with it
They
now.
have been circling my car. Is it on? Did I forgot to turn it off? Did I shut the door?
You probably are over the line.
Did I shut the door?
Knowing the way you drive.
Oh, please let her give me this. Am I over the line?
They said a blue truck just hit your car, and a little bit of damage. And I got the license plate number off of it.
Oh, a blue truck just hit my car, and I'm sitting right here.
This is great for on air.
This is great. Happening right now. And people, they think they found the person and went and got her out of the beauty salon. There's a lady walking out there. She's got rollers in her hair and all, and coming back and saying, is this your truck, or did you?
She did hit it, didn't she?
Did she hit it? Oh, my word.
How many people are out there looking at it? There's 2.
Taking pictures.
All these people taking pictures of my truck. Mark, this never happened to you.
I don't think that's your car.
That's my car? Isn't that my car?
No, it's a Ford.
Oh, I can only see this much of it. It looks like my car.
Wow.
Cindy, where did you park?
She's done forgotten.
I'm one of those people that walk out in the parking lot and try and act like they know where they are. Oh, yeah. Let me go.
Hit the
yeah.
keypad.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
I can't. I don't even know where I parked in front of the. There's only 3 cars out there. Okay. Well, that was good. Wow. Whew. It's not my car. They're coming by and look. It's not my car. Whew. All right. So anyway. Oh man. Okay, you're listening to the Mark and Cindy Show, and wow, what an exciting morning we've had with our 2 guests, Lesa Hightower and Lisa West. We will be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Joyce with the Corner Pub in downtown Conroe. We're located at the corner of Simonton and North Main, just across the street from the courthouse. The week starts off Monday with open mic hosted by Alan, and Tuesday nights open mic hosted by Jeremy Bankhead. And on Thursday evening, McFarland Jams. There's nightly drink specials available every night, all night. And don't forget, live entertainment every weekend. To see a full list of events, visit our website at thecornerpubinconroe.com. So come join us at the Corner Pub, where the deli is open late.
Hello Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
Hey y'all, Montgomery County Emergency Assistance is presenting their first annual Don't Mess with Texas Women Concealed Handgun class on Saturday, April 12th at the Conroe Shooting Center, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's limited to 30 participants. It's just $100, with all proceeds benefiting Montgomery County Emergency Assistance. Register online at mcea-tx.org. Bring your gun and let's have some fun. Don't Mess with Texas Women Concealed Handgun class, April 12, 2014, and all proceeds benefit Montgomery County Emergency Assistance.
And we're back to the Mark and Cindy show, and I am so relieved because that wasn't my car that had been hit by the blue truck that's sitting right in front of us. I can only see part of the car, and it looked like my car, and usually I park there, so it was, I thought that was it.
I know Mark's going to be upset about it.
He is, I know, he's sitting there going, oh, I should have been there. But anyway, and Mark, this is our last segment, and I'm going to do the encouraging word. And normally Mark does this. Mark does a great job of the encouraging word, but I'm going to do it this morning, and in memory of him. Not in memory of him. He's still with us. But Mark, get well, and we hope you have a great performance this weekend. But we've been chatting with Lisa West and Lisa Hightower, and they are with the Montgomery County Fair Association and promoting the pet parade that's going to happen Tuesday, April 8th. It starts at 6 o'clock, and if you've got animals and you've got kids, that's the right combination. And they can show their animals and be judged and get, but not harshly. And everybody wins at this parade, and they're going to have a good time, and they can dress up and just act crazy, right? That's the permission they're given, right? Okay, so anyway, that's going to be happening, and thank you guys so much for coming out and giving us your time and doing this. And please, you can sit here with us as we finish this off. There is a chapter in the Bible, Luke 15, and the verses are 11 through 32, and maybe not, that doesn't ring a bell, but the story of the prodigal son does. That story to me was like, I was so happy when I read that story, because Jesus was telling the story, and he had preceded it with two stories about a woman who had lost this coin, and so she desperately tried to find the coin, and she just stopped everything she was doing until she found it. When she found it, she had her friends come over and celebrate, because apparently this was a very special coin, and everybody came over to celebrate, and she had a party. The other is that there was a shepherd who had 100 sheep that he took care of, and he noticed that one was missing. He left the 99 and went to find that one, and he would not stop until he found that one and bring it back to the fold to the 99 waiting. So that story was, those two stories were trying to tell how God loves us and how He wants us to be not lost but saved. And then he told the story of the prodigal son. And this story, of course, everybody remembers that the son who thought, I'm not going to wait till my dad dies and gives me the money. I want the money now, and I want to enjoy my youth right now. So he goes to the dad and says, listen, I just want all the money that you are going to give me when you die. I want it now, and I need to go experience life. And it just hurt the father's feeling pretty good. And he said, well, this is yours. this is your inheritance. So he gave it to him, and he went off and just messed up his life good. And he believed all the people that really loved him, and all they were after was money. And he got in with some bad people. Now his brother stayed there, never left, and always worked and did everything for the good of the family, and was very obedient and very dependable. But the father every day would look and watch and wait for his son to come back. One day, he's going to come back, and he sees him. And what happened was the son had lost everything. He lost everything. He had nothing to his name now. Nobody wanted him. He was eating slop that the pigs were eating. And he looked up and said, "This is ridiculous. Even the servants in my father's house eat better than this and have better than this. What am I doing? I'm going to go back home, and I'll just see if my father will take me back as a servant. That's all I deserve." And so the father sees him coming from a long way off, and he runs to him. He doesn't wait for him to get there. He runs to him and grabs him and holds him and kisses him. And the son says, "Dad, listen, I know I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve anything. Even this hug probably is more than he thought he deserved. But if you would just let me be a servant, I would be so grateful." And he said, "Sir, you're my son." He ordered the fatted calf killed. He had invited everybody to come because this son who was lost is now found, and he's back. And it was so exciting for everybody except one person, that brother who had been there all that time. And it incensed him that the father had not even ever killed a goat for him and his friends, but here this guy had took all the money and just spent it and came back, and he takes him back so readily, and then even celebrates it. And what Jesus was trying to explain was, look, this son was lost, he was found, and everybody was celebrating. He said, in heaven, when a sinner comes back, one sinner comes back from and turns and comes back to God, he invites the angels to celebrate. He even said the angels get together and celebrate. So it's such a big deal, and that he loves us that much. The brother was fine. The brother was going to have his inheritance. He had everything he needed and all that. But this one was lost, and he thought lost for good, but he came back, and so the celebration was there. And I think it was a great lesson, because it's like the brother should have thought, I'm so glad my dad loves us that much, that he would do that. He'd take him in, so that he knew that he was secure in the love he had of his father. And instead, he took it the wrong way. And I think that's how, we have that lesson once in a while. But the biggest lesson of all is that no matter where you are, no matter how far you think you've gone, God's waiting. I'm going to cry. This is so bad. I can't. I shouldn't be ever do these kind of things, because I get so emotional about it. But it's so important, and it's a big thing to know that God is waiting, always waiting. No matter where you've been, he's waiting for you. So you guys remember that this is your day, and you can do something with it. You can do good or you can do bad, but you go find somebody, make them happy, and you'll be even happier. God loves you, and God's got this. And we will see you Monday. Tomorrow we've got the best of, so be sure and stay tuned. And go to our Facebook and say hello, and like us. Please like us. Okay, we love you, and we will see you soon. Bye.
10 to 11 a.m. Well, it's Mark and Cindy, they've got a morning show every day.
Hey everyone, this is Tina, your host from Retro Saturdays. I wanted to invite you to visit the Lone Star Studios here in downtown Conroe, Texas. We're all volunteers here, and we need your help in serving the Montgomery County area. Radio media is a fun field to be in. Lone Star Internet Radio serves Montgomery County with news, current events, local programming, and of course, music. If you are interested in volunteering and sharing your talents in media, go to irlonestar.com and let us hear from you. Lone Star Internet Radio, serving Montgomery County from the heart of downtown Conroe.